Chris, obviously, this is something you and I talked about Saturday night. Obviously, you knew that was going to be a really tough trip. I guess I know you guys took yesterday off. What are you guys going to kind of try and do? Obviously, you guys' goals are still intact. You guys are still in a good place in the WAC standings. So, 2 games at home this week. What do you got to kind of tell the guys this week, as they regroup?
Our mantra is going to continue to stay the same. We got to get better every day. That's not changed since we've arrived. We try to organize our practices in a way to continue to work on our weaknesses and keep our strengths intact as the season progresses. You get into this point in the season, and it's a fine line you walk because you don't want to practice too long anymore. It's coming down the stretch, and legs, et cetera, come into play. But at the same time, you don't want to take your foot off the gas and not have a get better mentality. So we'll continue to do that. Certainly after our recent road trip and having 2 losses in a row, which is something we haven't experienced since we've arrived, I expect our practices to be a little more focused, to hopefully be better than they were. Not that they were bad. They weren't. We had some good preparation coming into that road swing. I was happy with our preparation and our mindset. I didn't think we played particularly well on Thursday, especially defensively. And then we turned around on Saturday, and after breaking the film down a couple times, I thought we played pretty well defensively and even offensively at times. At the end of the day, you got to make some shots. We had some good looks at the basket, and they didn't go in for us on the road. And a quick turnaround, a 1 o'clock start. All the things that the road does to teams came into play a little bit.
Can you talk about the importance of playing your best basketball now, this time of year?
Every coach in America will talk about playing your best coming down the stretch and when it matters the most. And certainly we're no different. I definitely don't believe that we've peaked. I definitely don't believe that we're playing our best right now. But I also don't believe that early in the season we played our best. So the potential for us to play our best is there. And it'll be interesting to see if we can get our minds all on the same page and get our rhythm and get our mojo going in the right direction. And fortunately, we have 2 weeks before our conference tournament to try to work out all the kinks and get everybody on the same page.
Some coaches feel like it is good for a team to experience a loss, especially when you guys were on an 11-game win streak. Experience loss for the conference tournament. Are you one of those?
No, not happy, disappointed. I don't believe in that. I'm not from that company. I'm upset. I'm disappointed. We had something pretty special going on, and we screwed it up. But at the same time, there's nothing that I can't change that. We can't change that. There's no do-overs, and we've got to learn from it and grow from it and get better from it and try to turn that short negative into a major positive, and that's what we're going to do. But I don't believe in a loss is good for our team, and we needed that. I just don't, and it's upsetting, and I felt like we left some chicken on the bone, if you will, and we had our opportunities to continue a special season, and it still can be special. Just we've put ourselves in a wonderful position. I remember back, when we began the league and we started 3 games on the road, and I kept talking about what a great opportunity for us to get a leg up on that league race, and we did. And we started, on the road 3 games, and we won them all. And because of that, we're in the position that we're in now, where other teams have to go on the road to end their season, and we don't. And, the conference race is a marathon, and every game counts the same. It doesn't matter if you play it, in January first week or February the last week. They all count as one win or loss. And, we still control our own destiny. We're still in line to reach all of the goals that we've set as a team. It's just unfortunate that we had this blip when we did, and we knew it was going to be hard. We knew it was going to be tough, and this target on our back is huge. We were on the cusp of being in the top 25, and we had a heck of a streak going on, and these teams we're playing are really, really good. I mean, the WAC overall is having a banner year in terms of its ranking amongst the other college conferences across the country. I don't think it's been ranked quite this high for quite some time. Which I said early in the season is great for the team that survives it because of your seeding in your postseason tournament, but it's harder to get there, and it's all ringing true.
Last week you said you thought the guys were handling that national attention pressure really well. Do you feel like they did handle that well going into last weekend, or just you guys just ran into two really good teams?
That'd be a question for them. I don't know. I mean, it's not something that we talked about that much as a team, but at the same time, it's not like we ignored it. It's right there for all us to see on social media. But, like I said, our practices were good. It's not like, they were laying down or weren't coachable in practice and didn't have a good energy about them. They did. I thought it was good enough. And Utah Valley, deserves a lot of credit. They played awfully well. They were ready. They had put some new things in that, obviously, if not having been to their practices, we couldn't have game planned for. And they did a good job of preparing for us and then executing their game plan. And they've got really good players and a really good coach. And same thing for Seattle. I got a lot of respect for both those guys and their programs. And they were second and third, respectively, in our league. And they had us at home, and they were huge games for their fan bases. And I was looking forward to the challenge, and I think our team was too. And we weren't able to get it done. We had a chance in both games. I mean, we were right there in both games. I think it was tied with 5 or 6 minutes left at Utah Valley, and we were up 2 with the ball with 45 seconds left against Seattle, and we executed it exactly the way we wanted to. We got the shots we wanted to down the stretch, and if you rewatch the video, I mean, we defended our tails off the last possession, and, it's a game of inches, and the ball didn't bounce our way. I mean, we guarded him, and they reset, and the guy dribbled it off his shin, and it scooted away, and if it goes 2 inches more to the right, or 6 inches more to the left, it goes across half court, or Jamero gets the ball and the game's over. But it didn't, and that's, we've got to put ourselves in a position where it doesn't come down, to a bounce or a play. That's the lesson that our guys got to learn. But we had our chances, and we weren't able to get over the hump.
You fans really got into it. Big game that was promoted heavily last game, and then this bump in the road by the team, these 2 games. You speak to them about, hey, okay, fine, a bump in the road. We still need you. 2 home games left.
Yeah, I mean, certainly we got 2 home games left. We got some seniors that I think have worked their tail off and are proud to be Aggies, and we'd love to have a great home court advantage here coming down the stretch. And, we control our own destiny, and we're trying to win a conference championship. That's always going to be our goal as long as we're around here to win championships, and we've yet to do that. We've won a bunch of games. But we're in a position that, we can win championships, and taking care of your home court this week is going to be a big step in order to be #1 seed in our tournament and be able to be called, the WAC regular season champions, which means a lot to me and my staff, and I think it does to our players as well. And hopefully they'll want to come out and support this team that works so hard and, again, plays a style that I think they can relate to and that is an enjoyable style of basketball. And then hopefully we can take care of these games and then, go on the road and finish our season.
With Saturday being senior night, obviously 4 seniors on this year's team. Now, you've only been here just this year, but what has that class meant to you and, buying into your system and leading this team this year?
Yeah, I mean, we've got, a roster that was put together on the fly, with some returnees, with some new guys, with some great storylines to a lot of these guys. And, senior day is an important day for each individual and their families, and certainly want to celebrate it with a win. I always talk about, senior day being special, but it's I hate it that you look at it like it's an ending, and we've got so much more basketball to be played, and I don't want them to look at it that way. I don't want an emotional letdown and kind of go in your own little world and do too much introspecting, if you will. And so we'll talk about the emotions of that and try to get everybody on the same page and handle it the way it should be handled.
Were 2 losses, don't hurt me on this one, were 2 losses critical to New Mexico State's opportunity to be considered as an at-large program in the tournament, given we're not there yet, we haven't played in the WAC tournament yet, but with the run you were having and the talk of, if, God forbid, something doesn't happen in the WAC tournament where you don't win, you've got maybe the consideration of an at-large. With 2 losses, how does that, in your mindset, put you? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it takes us out of the conversation of having a chance to be an at-large bid, because we'd have one more loss. If we don't lose any more games throughout, we're going to be the regular season champion and the conference tournament champion, so there'll be no at-large discussion. But with one more loss, it puts us at 6. In our type of league, you're just not going to be on that bubble anymore. I thought we were certainly in the conversation heading into this road trip, and it's not something that we talked to our team about, but certainly as a staff, we knew where we sat and certainly wanted to try to keep that momentum and make it hard on a committee if we were only to lose one more game the rest of the season. But unfortunately, that's out of the picture now. That's out of the question, and we know what we have to do to make postseason play.
Have you had a chance to look at Chicago State at all, Coach? They're always one of those scrappy teams out there.
I haven't. I've really done more of a self-scout the last 48 hours along with my staff, and all kind of went our separate ways and said, hey, I want all of you to look at it from your own perspective, and then let's meet, today and kind of dissect and do more of a self-scout and try to find ways to make our team better, because again, we've got a situation coming up where we got a 2-game stand this week, but after that, we go a whole week again before playing it on the road to finish the regular season, and then another, 3/4 of a week before we go to Vegas. So we got a lot of practice time coming up, and we're going to use it to the best of our ability to try to get better and tweak our system and put ourselves in position, the best position possible coming down the stretch.